back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Lawrence on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks, as time expires in the first half. And the Jags will extend their lead on the final play of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caldwell. He gets this one to Mechie. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Caldwell. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Caldwell. And his pass incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bulldogs have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Etienne. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help. by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence on the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
But they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Off play action. Caldwell. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the gun on 3rd down, Caldwell. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. He's got the 1st down and more. Down the sideline he goes. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. This ball caught by Mechie. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bulldogs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational? It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He's got his man, London, right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off the play fake. Caldwell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Drake London, 52 yards. And the Bulldogs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. That was an excellent come from behind.